Now, today we're going to talk about the power of connection and applying some of these principles to your life. There's a book out there called Big Potential by Sean Acor. And the very first chapter talks about a biologist, Hugh Smith, who was in the mangrove forest of Southeast Asia. And when he was in there on this river, it was late at night, very dark, couldn't see a thing, and then out of nowhere, a tree flashed. And he described it as if lightning shot out from the tree. Not lightning hitting the tree, but rather like lightning flashing out of the tree. Of course, that drew his attention into the forest, and he said within seconds, the tree flashed again. And then other trees started to flash until ultimately the whole riverside was one big flash. Anybody got an idea what the flash might have been? Fireflies. And this led him down an avenue of learning about fireflies, or this particular species of firefly. And what he learned is these fireflies synchronize with each other. These fireflies will look basically at the firefly next to them, and they will begin to match their light, and it'll flash at the same time. And of course, I guess thousands, millions, I don't know the actual number, over time, looking at the next one, you start getting these large bursts of light. Now, ironically, in their study, what he learned was this, is that the reason these males flash their light, of course, is basically they're trying to find the female, or allowing the female to find them. And what they learned is that a firefly that flashes its light randomly has a 3% chance of success in a female finding him. That's pretty low odds. I feel sorry for those guys. Those that synchronize their flash, their odds of success increase up to 82%. It's pretty astounding. Pretty astounding that one would believe that by flashing in a group, which could be considered competition, is ultimately better than trying to do your own thing. And I think what we can learn by that is we need people. We need the cooperation of people. And we live in a society here, really in America, that we focus on... Can everyone see me okay, right, if I come down? We live in a society in America that we focus on the whole idea that it's about me. I want to be the best. I want to be the one in charge. But what we see through Firefly's teaching us, and really all the statistics, by working together in the power of cooperation and flashing together, we will ultimately have greater success in life. We will not only shine brighter in ourselves, but our entire teams will shine brighter if we get better at working together. Now, I know we're technology people, so maybe you're saying, I don't really care about fireflies. So let's put it in a different way. Can anyone tell me what this is? It's a diagram of what? I got IT professionals. Come on, someone help me. It's a network. What kind of network? It's peer-to-peer. At least that's what the pictures tell me. I'm not a network guy, okay? I'm going to openly admit. I'm one of those who's been in physical security. I know just enough to be dangerous, but I don't know your language. But I've always heard of networks, and I know the principle of a peer-to-peer network. And a peer-to-peer network is based on computer nodes, in essence, working together. So in this scenario, there is no master server that has all the information that's feeding each and every computer. Each computer gets its knowledge and information from the other computers that it is ultimately connected with. To simplify, and again, this is just to try to, don't judge my technology knowledge here. This is just to simplify the concept. To simplify this, in essence, if one computer has some knowledge, and it connects to another college that has, or another computer with a different set of knowledge, both computers ultimately get smarter. Is that correct? You can go with that logic? And if I can continue to connect to other nodes, the more and more I connect to, the more diverse the information, the more diverse the knowledge, in theory, I get smarter and smarter the more I connect with other computers. Can everyone go with that? I want to show another peer-to-peer network. This one is with human beings. You're my peer. You're my peer. How many's heard the phrase, jack of all trades, master of none? How many like being a jack of all trade? Anyone in here openly admit I'm a jack of all trade, master of none? All right, don't get mad at me. I would kind of consider myself this, but I'm a recovering one. I'm one that likes to try to do everything myself because I'm actually kind of cheap. All right, I don't like to pay people for stuff. I can figure it out. In fact, I had a guy at Home Depot tell me the other day, he's like, you know what, I quit hiring people to do this stuff. I can do just as bad a job as they do, and I can do it myself. And I thought that was kind of funny, and I feel the same way, but what I've actually come to realize is I only have so much mental power. I only have so much time. And so for me to ultimately become better, I can't learn it all. I can't be a jack of all trade, master of none. In fact, I really need to be a master of some and forget the other stuff. And what I need to do is I need to connect, what's your name? Bob. I need to connect to Bob, who's a master at some other stuff. Maybe his personality is different than mine. Maybe, I'm not good with details. Maybe Bob's good with details. I need to connect with Bob. And then Bob helps me. And I get better, and Bob gets better because we have different skill sets, and we've learned to work together. And I can go on through the room. Everybody get it? And that's exactly how we must find ourselves within the organizations and really life in general. If we work together and become masters at some, or masters even at one, we're ultimately going to shine brighter.